Our first day in Tibet was pretty unbelievable, visiting Patola Palace and watching pilgrims pray outside of Jokang Temple. Waking up for day 2, we were pretty excited for what the next 9 days were about to hold. Our first stop of the day would be to Norbalinka, the summer palace of His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. Like the other buildings we had seen, it was full of color and very peaceful. There were very few other visitors while we were there. I got a good laugh out of this sign. After walking around for a few hours, we headed out of the summer palace and made our way to the Sira Monastery. We made it just in time to watch the monks debating in the courtyard. Here you can see them discussing the guidelines of Buddhism. They slap their hand because their hand is believed to be connected to the brain, and this helps them have a clear mind. Watch this monk. I found him the most fascinating. After enjoying watching the monks for a while, it started to rain a bit, so we just began to walk and looked at the buildings around us. These barrels are full of prayers, and Tibetans will walk, spinning them clockwise. We eventually even joined in. We eventually made our way back to Barkor Square and Market, and I enjoyed yet again watching the pilgrims praying outside the temple. Feeling thirsty, Selma and I decided to look around and find some tea. We found this tea room where we were the only foreigners and enjoyed some sweet masala tea with some locals. Shortly after our tea, we headed off to our next monastery, and to get there, our guide walked us through the back alleys of Lhasa. It was exciting to see the locals doing their daily shopping in the market. To switch things up a bit, our next stop would actually be at a nunnery, the Lasani Sang Kung Nunnery. Most of the monasteries we had visited were all men, but inside of this one, it was all women. This nunnery was one of the only places of prayer that permitted me to bring my camera inside. Please enjoy this quick sneak peek of what it looks like inside a Tibetan temple. Having finished our walk through the nunnery, we figured it was time for yet another tea break. Slowly but surely, I was getting addicted to this sweet masala tea. As we made our way back to the hotel, I came across these Tibetan children playing with pogs. I played with these in the 4th grade about 14 years ago. This was pretty cool. When we got back to the Yak Hotel, it was time to pack up, and I said farewell to the dorm room that I had all to myself for 3 whole nights. Pretty cozy, eh? I then headed up to the rooftop to take one last look at Patola Palace and the beautiful landscape of Lhasa, Tibet. It was time to hit the road and head on to our next destination. Next time on Backpack with Brock. We hit the road in our 4x4 Jeep, see beautiful flags on some mountain passes, and visit Namso Lake, the highest lake in the world. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, leave a comment, or you can subscribe by clicking on me right here. Thanks for watching.